but I have to put it in several containers because it won't fit in one container. Can we pause for the calls?
Yeah. I've been down so in love like. 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 In love like. In love like.
What's the deal, pickles? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana. This is the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I feel a little odd, like you're far away, because we're in a whole different setup. We are in my studio, and I know I owe y'all a studio tour. It's coming. I keep feeling like I'm waiting for it to be a little bit more zhuzhed up, but y'all, this might be what it is because I got to get stuff done, okay? So I have these boxes behind me, and we're going to do this unboxing today. So let's go ahead and get into it. And I just realized I did not get the scissors or a box cutter. I need something. Let me find something. Let's see. Oh, there it is. So I am going to start with the small things first. Y'all, I might be moving around because I'm not sure how this is going to look because I can't see anything. I hope you all have been doing well. And y'all, I literally haven't looked at these. Okay. So excited about this. Okay, so this is the first thing. It is these Clover Wonder Pins. I was sitting by a woman at the Quilt Festival in one of the classes, and she had these, and I was like, where have these things been? I'd never seen them before. I thought they were the regular Wonder Clips, but they're not. And it took me a while to find them, but look at them. They're like safety pins. I hope you can see this, but not. And it's like this little, like, it has a curved needle, almost like a regular safety pin, but it has a really great grip on top because it sort of has a little lip at the top of these pins. I got a box of these. It's 20 of them in the box. I'm going to put them in something else immediately because that is not going to cut it. But the Clover pins. Next, I have some needles. I have been trying needles. I'm going to do a whole separate video on this. Y'all, I'm falling in love with hand sewing to the point where I'm about to get my nails cut off because I want to be able to do it more, and I want it to be less fiddly. Letting my nails stay long is getting in the way, which I never thought I was going to be like, cut them off. But yeah, so I needed to get some more needles. These, I think it's boy hen needles. I tried these for the first time at the Quilt Festival, again in one of the classes. One of the instructors, she was really a great instructor. What she did was she brought in some of her favorite supplies and she let us use them. So she had several things, like she had a lot of bobbins, a lot of different, she talked about different pinning techniques, but she did not have multiples of her needles. So I'm really excited about these. Now I bought a smaller package. Oh, it's with my hand sewing. I bought a smaller another package, but the length of it is much shorter. I wanted to try these longer ones because I'm noticing that I don't like fine details with the hand stitching. I like bigger stitches so that the fabric has a flowy texture, but it's not big stitches like having the cotton, like the big cotton thread. Like I still want it to be fine, but I also I want it to be detailed, but I don't want them to be too bulky. So I'm still learning what that means. Also, I need these for my other hand sewing projects. So I'm hoping these work. But the great thing is I have some others, I think they're called John. So I'm testing between the John James and the Bowen. And I have the same size, but different lengths of these. So I'll talk more about these in a separate video. Next, I have these. Am I the only one that I have scissors that the handles are a certain color, so I know there are other scissors versus my fabric scissors? So the other day, well, last week before the snowstorm came in, y'all, can you believe like everywhere was snowing? At the time of this recording, we had snow that stuck on the ground for days in Houston. What in the world? If I remember, I'll insert a clip in here, y'all, because it was insane. I could not believe it. When your grown kids come home to play in your snow. Oh, see, this is why I can't play, because I'll be fighting. So anyways, around the time that it was snowing, I slipped and fell down this rabbit hole, and I'm so glad I did. So I'm going to open up both of these so we can look at them at the same time. While I'm doing this, I'm going to also say, if you are someone who experienced any of the fires in your area in California, my heart and my prayers are with you. You know, as someone who lives in an area that experiences natural disasters, we get hurricanes. We have now started getting tornadoes. Like we have issues with flooding in Houston. So it's just, I know things like that can just be so disruptive. So my prayers are with you. Okay, so I'm going to do this one first. And this is back to the slippery slope. I'm going to pause because I know Tasha is watching. My girl, my bestie. Get ready. Y'all, we have the best, worst peer pressure ever. Okay, so here's what I have. I have these two templates. This first one, I don't know what the actual size is. I'm going to look in a minute because nowhere actually told you what the size was. I think when it finishes, it should be a 2.5 by 5 inch. And so here's the outside and here's the inside, but no one told me what like the exact measurements were. And then there is a 2.5 by 2.5 is what this one is supposed to be. So I want to see what the real measurements are. Two and a half. So this, no. Yeah, it's 2.5 by 2.5. It's 3/4. So 3/4 all the way around. Huh. Okay. 4 inches all the way around. which is interesting to me because they don't tell you the sizes on these, which means you really don't know what kind of fabric you're going to be cutting. So what this tells me is that to get the 2.5-inch strip, you would cut a 4-inch on the back and a 2.5 for the center. And then this, y'all, hope I'm not too close. I gotta work this out, but I know this is like the better quality, but I like looking at the other side because I know where I am. So this is 2.5 by 5. Oh, that's sweet. This one is like roughly 4 by 6.5. The reason why I said that's sweet because technically you can cut a 4-inch strip and cut both of these. So just cut 4-inch strips, and some of them you'll cut in 4s and some of you will cut in 6 so that you'll be able to get both of these. Bomb. The slippery slope that I fell down was I am enjoying hand piecing, and I'm working on a hexie that's set up like this with the 2 templates. But the downside is, like, I always originally planned to do them by machine, but because I'm using black thread, it means that in order to use my sewing machine, I have to take out my bobbin, undo the thread, and it also means that because like I've been doing the vlogs and I've been making like sewing almost every day, taking it off and on and off and on has been a pain. So, or it's not a pain, I just don't like it. So my thoughts have been to either sew them by hand and then do the combining the hexagons on my sewing machine. And so I'm still working that out. So I still have to decide. But when I was going down the rabbit hole, it was this thought of, well, what if I just sewed them by hand? And then, and that means I can work on them anytime I want to. And that's what I want. I want to work on them anytime I want to. And so I'll do some more on that. I'll show you guys again and show you what I'm working on. But I'm so excited about these. Now, and I will say this. I bought these on Amazon, and I'll make sure to add them to my store. Instead of buying them, when a number of the tutorials that I've seen have been a mixture of people not mentioning who they were from, or if they did mention who they were from, they were the same, like Daisy, Grace, who that's where my other template's from, and I bought it from Missouri Star. But at the time, because of the snowstorm, the delivery was going to be crazy. So I just went with finding it on Amazon. And so anyways, that's where we are. The other thing that I have, I'm so excited about this. And then I'll be getting to the boxes. Stencils. Y'all, when I tell y'all I've been wanting to try these for my hand quilting, there's so many different, I wanted just simple background stitches. Look at this one. I love this material. I might need to get a different set for my crafting or like painting, because I wouldn't want to get paint on these. So my plan is I can easily mark small sections. I hope you can see these. Again, I will make sure to add them to my store or Amazon list. It's a list. That's what I'll call it. Oh, I like this one. Okay. And I actually really like this little box that it came in. So I'm going to keep that box and just mark on the outside what it is. Okay. Now to the big Mama Jammas. I'm going to start with this one. The other day, I went on to Michael's website to look for something, and I saw these containers. In my recent blog, I showed one of the other container purchases that I made recently, which are these. And what I am going to add to this one, again for my hand sewing, is in this one I'm going to put my hexes. But in this one, I am storing my potato chip blocks and my 2-inch struts. My 2-inch blocks, because eventually one day I want to make a postage stamp quilt. Now, and I know some people do postage stamps at 1.5, but I don't plan to do that small. I think 2 is small enough. I'm not going to hand sew these, but I do love the organization. So I went to Michael's and I saw these containers and I just had to get them. So I don't have to open up all the boxes for you to see. I got 4 of these. Y'all, it is about to be on and popping. Okay, the dimensions. (17.1" by 15.2 by 6.1. It says ideal for 12-inch by 12-inch sheets. It's called Simply Tidy. Now, what was even better than this size was that these things were it was $9. Listen, you can't see it right now, and especially because these boxes are in the way. I have like storage underneath my long arm frame. Well, it's not storage, but I use it as storage. And I have like quilt ideas where I've put together like the jelly roll or the fat quarters and all of that. But I have to put it in several containers because it won't fit in one container. Can we pause for the calls? So these are going to be like mine to assemble projects. And then when I start working on them, they can go on my 12.5. Y'all listen, it's gonna be on. Now, I'm still gonna store them underneath my long arm frame because it's all that little lip underneath there. Now, when you come in, you see it, but I don't care. I'm the only one that comes in here, me and my husband or my kids. They don't care. And they're not in the way because it's underneath the lip of the quilting space. I'm not gonna open all of them, but I got another one too. Or maybe I do. And they came fast. I don't know why I just don't cut it all the way. I'm so in. Oh my gosh, I love these containers so much. Okay, and then I also got 4 of these, which are the 12 by 12. These were $3.99, and yeah, so I got 4 and 4. I'm so happy. Craft paper. I always need this kind of paper to cover my long table when I pop it out, especially when I'm painting or using hot glue. It also makes great paper for whenever you are sort of making papers, if you do like art journaling or anything like that. So I'm going to find somewhere to put these. Y'all, I got to put this in some way so I can still be able to work. That's why I needed to do this unboxing. Okay, let me get it. All right, the last box. I do have one more that I ordered from Temu, but I'm gonna wait for my husband to put it together. Here's the first. Again, you see the theme here, getting organized. Y'all, we're just about done. I hope that you have enjoyed this. I don't know why I make this seem like it's so hard, but I do. I don't know why. I think it's because these scissors, like, low-key are just super old. I wanted again, I wanted containers. I'll open the rest of these later, that were stackable and that had a little more depth for my scrap piecing, and as I'm starting to cut projects, so that I can easily close them and stack them and have different sizes available right on my table. Got what I want to cut. Got my little bins. Come on, am I the only one who likes to get organized about getting scrappy? And I can just pull out one and start working at any time. I'm sure one of these may turn into the one that I use when I'm doing hand projects. I love that the top was a little bit different than my regular plastic containers, because I think these are going to be stored right on my tabletop. So, and there are 6 of those with lids. The final thing I'm about to finish this. Then I have a book to finish reading because we're doing book club today. And here's the last item. Okay, let me get it open. This is big. Isn't this so nice? Okay, let me stand back. So if you've been around for a while, then you might remember I have a box that I keep my crochet blanket that I have as an ongoing blanket, and I really want to get it out of the box. So I feel like I'm gonna still have maybe a small box at the bottom where that's where I'm actively pulling yarn from. But I thought it would be so much prettier, since it does just sit in my office, to have it in a nice basket that fits everything in there, and then still be able to work on it whenever I want to. This basket is beautiful. Now, if you go into Amazon, I believe they have it like it can be a laundry basket. You can use it for decorations. They have many colors, but this goes with my office. The other thing that I can do with this is that I can remove the pillows from my couch and have a place to put it. So it can just go right on top of the crochet blanket and clear off my couch so that I can sit and read. And so yeah, this is the last item, and it's so big enough, like I can sit it on the floor. Oh, it's sturdy but still like flexible. The handles are really nice. I'm excited about this. Here is the basket all loaded up with the goodies. I got rid of the box, so it's on this little ottoman. And here's the crochet blanket that I'm working on. And underneath, this is knitting. And underneath is the extra yarn to keep working on this project for as long as I feel like it. I think this thing's going to be huge when I'm done, but that's not the point. The basket is adorable, and it goes with everything else in my room. Well, there you have it. This is my unboxing. I think you can see a running theme that I'm working on getting my space organized. As I'm doing more of the vlogs, I've been thinking about projects that I want to work on next, and just starting to gather the supplies that I already have or that I've found and putting them together, and having the resources to be able to keep those things together makes it so that I don't have to remember so much, which I don't like to have to rely on. And so now what I'll need to do is sort of put some of the items. Actually, I'm probably going to start with the ones that are underneath my long arm and then move to my small shelf. Stick around. I hope that you've enjoyed this, and don't forget to go ahead and thumbs up or leave a comment in the comment section. How do you keep your crafting space organized? Are you a container girl? Do you just go for what you know? Let me know. Also, let me know what you are working on. I hope that you will go from this video to the next and check out either one of my most recent vlogs, or you can even look at me showing the crochet blanket that will go inside of this wonderful bag. I will see you all really, really soon. Take care, and yeah, I'll see you sooner than later. Goodbye.